Do you feel drained and lethargic when working around computers or mobile devices? Are you concerned about the negative health effects electromagnetic fields have on your physical, mental, and emotional wellness? Have you considered the fact that you are an energetic being whose energy field is continually interacting with fields in the environment, like man-made EMFs from mobile phones, phone towers, Wi-Fi routers, and electronic devices connected via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth? In the last 30 years, this world has undergone a massive and inescapable transformation with wireless technologies. These technologies have provided an array of advances and benefits to our lifestyle. However, they have also created a very big problem in personal health and well-being. We are getting bombarded by all these frequencies used to connect devices, and they are interfering with our own electrical circuits and cellular communication systems within our bodies. Every cell is continually communicating information to create homeostasis and be in a coherent state. When we are constantly under external attack from intrusive fields, these communication pathways break down and can lead to incoherent, unstabilized vibrational states. The flow-on effect can be quite detrimental to your health. From the time man sent missions to space, we have understood the necessity of being connected to the frequencies and vibrational states of nature. The Schumann resonance, which is the background hum created by lightning in the atmosphere bouncing around between the ionosphere and the ground, creates a frequency of 7.8 Hz, which also correlates to the theta brainwave, which is responsible for relaxed meditative states. Studies have found a correlation between non-detectable Schumann frequencies and increased agitation and violence, particularly noticeable in cities. Humans also need to be connected to the electrons of the Earth to reduce a buildup of positive charge in our bodies. Never has this been more important than today. With the rollout of 5G and the ever-growing amount of satellites orbiting our skies, sending internet connections to our homes and devices, plus the increased presence of electric vehicles with their autonomous features using radar and other EMF fields for motion control, it's becoming less and less of an organic, nature-based reality, and instead one of technocracy more relevant to robots than biological beings. This is very concerning. It should be an absolute priority of yours to limit and mitigate your exposure to EMF every day. At Mind-Body Matrix, we understand the importance of connecting to nature's original codes of information. The foundational building blocks of this reality we find ourselves immersed in on Earth. We know these codes as sacred geometry. People who have had near-death experiences, NDEs, or anyone who has had a psychedelic drug has more than likely experienced seeing the fabric that connects space with physicality. It's geometric. Subtle informational waves of vibrational frequencies that inform energy into particles to create our perceived physical environment. These building blocks, these codes of information, are essential to build everything in nature, including plant, animal, and mineral kingdoms. Take a look at a crystal. It's full of geometric crystallization inside its structure and creating its outside form. Take a look at a snowflake, very delicate crystallization. Look at plants. Their flowers are instrumental in showing a geometric correlation to coherent growth. Think about the amazing cathedrals that were built way back when we valued the health and well-being that can be garnered from structures we attend and reside in. These cathedrals are all based on sacred geometric angles, or is it angels? When we are surrounded by these harmonized, coherent fields, it creates a state of peace and euphoria. Of course, the church would like to claim it is because you are close to God, which is why you feel this ecstatic state when in these structures. However, it is because you are at one with the codes of the universe, the codes of nature, the building blocks of you. This is why you feel good, and this is why it heals. Sacred geometry is the foundational field. They are the codes that create this reality, and being in communication with this field brings you closer to nature and to the true self of oneness. Of course, the forces of control on this planet or plane don't want the masses to know the core structure of reality and health. There is much to be gained by keeping the humans in a state of confusion, sickness, and dumbed down to realizing our true magnificence. There are things we can do in our lives to reverse this insanity of the artificial reality we are being led to believe is beneficial with its expanding and invasive electromagnetic pollution. We need to connect with nature, take your shoes off, and touch the ground as much as possible. This will allow the positive charge built up in the body to dissipate into the earth, and an influx of negative electrons will flood your body to relieve stress and inflammation. Consider getting an earthing or grounding sheet for your bed so you can continue to gain Earth's electron benefits while you sleep. Take a look around your bedroom, lounge room, office, and anywhere you spend a lot of time to see what electrical devices, including power cords, can be moved away from your table, chair, and body. We know it's impossible to eliminate all exposure to man-made EMF pollution, so you'll need to harmonize and make coherent the fields that do find their way to your body. To do this, we go back to the foundational blueprints of organic biology, sacred geometry.
Mind-body matrix have created a hologram that can be attached to devices, worn as a pendant, or placed in the home to inform the incoherent man-made frequencies into an alignment that is compatible with the human body and all biology. We have crafted a hologram that incorporates the most significant geometric codes for health, well-being, and connection to nature, and beyond that, never wears out and has zero negative side effects. Immerse yourself in the healing codes of creation with the EMF Shield Unity Pendant, Infinity 8 Unity Tube, and our single and 3-pack holograms to protect yourself and your family from dangerous electromagnetic radiation while gaining overall health and well-being, increased physical strength, improved balance, concentration and focus, and establish a greater connection to the divine blueprint, the sacred geometric codes of nature. Visit emfshield.com.au today and leave the stress of modern life behind.